Sacramento, California. An Iraqi man arrested in California is accused of being a former Daesh fighter and killing a police officer in Iraq after he qualified to be resettled in the U.S. as part of a refugee program. The case has drawn attention amid criticism by the Trump administration of the vetting process involved in the nation's refugee resettlement program. Omar Abdulzadar Amin, a refugee from Iraq, was arrested Wednesday, August 15, 2018, in Northern California on a warrant alleging that he killed an Iraqi policeman while fighting for Daesh, U.S. Attorney's Office via AP, U.S. Attorney's Office via the Associated Press, U.S. Officials plan to extradite Omar Abdulzadar Amin, 45, to Iraq under a treaty with that nation. Made his first appearance in federal court in Sacramento on Wednesday after his arrest at an apartment building in the California capital. Amin left Iraq and fled in 2012 to Turkey, where he applied to be accepted as a refugee to the U.S., according to court documents. After he was granted that status in June 2014, prosecutors say he returned to Iraq and killed a police officer. The town of Rawa fell to Daesh that same month. 5 months later, Amin traveled to the United States to be resettled as a refugee. Article continued below. He was arrested by the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force based on a warrant issued in May by an Iraqi federal court in Baghdad. Amin could face execution for the organized killing by an armed group, according to Iraqi documents filed in U.S. federal court. Amin did not disclose his membership in two terrorist groups when he later applied for a green card in the United States, officials said. The Trump administration has sharply criticized the Obama-era resettlement program, questioning whether enough was done to weed out those with terrorist ties. State Department and Department of Homeland Security officials did not immediately respond to questions about Amin. Benjamin Galloway, one of Amin's public defenders, said he had just 10 minutes to meet with his client prior to his initial federal court appearance Wednesday, and attorneys hadn't decided whether to contest that Amin is the man wanted by Iraqi authorities. Amin was identified by a witness to the slaying who viewed a series of photographs of Daesh members, according to the Iraqi documents. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force has been investigating Amin over the filing of fraudulent travel or immigration documents since 2016, according to a court filing. It says the FBI independently corroborated Amin's involvement with the terrorist organizations and participation in the slaying. Article continued below. Amin was dressed in street clothes, including a light blue t-shirt, as he appeared in court handcuffed to a chain around his waist. U.S. Magistrate Judge Edmund Brennan accepted prosecutors' argument that Amin is dangerous and a flight risk and ordered him detained until his next court appearance set for Monday. Prosecutors said in court filings that the release of a person suspected of being a member of a designated foreign terrorist organization would be a national security risk. The Iraqi arrest warrant and extradition request say Amin entered his hometown of Rawa in the Anbar province of Iraq in a 4-vehicle Daesh caravan and drove to the home of Ihsan Abdul Hafiz Jassim, who had served with the Rawa Police Department. He and at least 5 other named suspects opened fire and the man shot back, but the documents allege that Amin fatally shot the man in the chest as he lay on the ground. Militants later claimed responsibility for the slaying on social media. The FBI has interviewed at least 8 witnesses who identify the Amin family, including Amin himself, his father, brothers, and paternal cousins, as affiliated with Al-Qaeda and Daesh, prosecutors said. Court documents say Amin's family also aided Al-Qaeda in Rawa and that Amin was a member of both Al-Qaeda in Iraq and Daesh. The documents say he did a number of things in support of the groups, including helping plant improvised bombs, transporting militants, soliciting funds and robbing supply trucks and kidnapping drivers on behalf of Al-Qaeda. The FBI quotes one witness as saying Amin's vehicle in 2005 was a Kia Sportage flying a black Al-Qaeda flag with a cutout roof and a machine gun mounted on the rear.